Ladies and gentlemen, good habits shape your destiny. They are the foundation of success, the small actions repeated daily that create extraordinary results over time. Many people dream of success, but few are willing to embrace the discipline required to achieve it. Success is not about luck. It is about the habits you build and the consistency with which you follow them. Every great entrepreneur, leader, and visionary understands one thing: the habits you develop today determine where you will stand tomorrow. Waking up early, reading, learning, staying curious, and taking action, these are not just routines. They are the key to unlocking doors of opportunity. The world is full of challenges, but the right habits will prepare you to face them with confidence. People often say, "I don't have the resources," or "I don't have the right connection." But resources and connections come to those who cultivate the habit of working hard, thinking differently, and never giving up. Hard work is a habit. Optimism is a habit. Thinking long-term is a habit. These habits, when practiced consistently, will set you apart from the crowd. Successful people don't wait for the perfect moment. They create it. They develop the habit of taking risks, learning from failures, and constantly improving themselves. If you start something today and fail, that's okay. The habit of standing up again, learning from mistakes, and pushing forward will make you unstoppable. Many people start with excitement but give up when they face difficulties. But those who develop the habit of persistence, of believing in themselves even when no one else does, will find doors opening where others see only walls. If you want success, stop waiting and start building the habits that will take you there. Success is not about where you come from, how much money you have, or how talented you are. It is about the choices you make every single day. It is about the discipline to wake up and do what needs to be done, even when no one is watching. If you develop the right habits, opportunities will come and success will follow. Daily discipline and perseverance shape long-term achievements. Hard work, optimism, and persistence attract success. Success is a result of choices, not circumstances. Success is not the result of one big moment or a single lucky break. It is built on small, consistent habits practiced every day. Many people dream of achieving greatness, but few are willing to commit to the daily discipline required to get there. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not intelligence, talent, or background. It is the willingness to put in the effort day after day, even when there are no immediate results. Think about a tree growing from a tiny seed. It does not shoot up overnight. It takes years of absorbing sunlight, water, and nutrients from the soil. Every single day, it grows little by little, even though the changes are invisible to the eye. One day, that small seed becomes a towering tree. Success works the same way. The habits you cultivate today may not show immediate results, but over time, they compound into something powerful. Mostly, I listen to all of your podcasts, and for the first time, you're the 1% that says this: small, consistent actions make up the greatest difference. Apple to 100. It's impeccable. But you can't go wrong by trying. Waking up early, reading a few pages of a book, learning something new every day, practicing a skill, exercising regularly. These are small habits. They may seem insignificant at first, but over time they create incredible results. A person who reads for just 20 minutes a day may not feel much different after 1 week, but after a year, they have gained knowledge that can change their perspective, improve their decisions, and open new opportunities. A person who saves a small amount of money every day may not see a difference in a month, but after years of consistent saving, they have built financial security. The same applies to every area of life, whether it's business, health, relationships, or personal growth. The key is consistency. One of the biggest mistakes people make is expecting instant results. They start a new habit, but when they don't see immediate success, they give up. This is why most people fail. They go to the gym for a week and see no change, so they quit. They start a business, but when they don't make money in the first few months, they lose motivation. They try to improve a skill, but stop practicing when progress seems slow. They fail to understand that success is not about quick wins. It is about persistence. Take the example of successful athletes. They do not become champions overnight. They train every day, pushing their limits, making small improvements, and staying committed even when they don't feel like it. A musician does not master an instrument in a single practice session. It takes years of daily effort to achieve excellence. The same principle applies to business, leadership, and personal growth. The people who succeed are those who develop the discipline to keep going even when they don't see immediate results. Another important factor in building success through habits is focus. Many people get distracted by too many things. They start one habit but quickly jump to another when they don't see fast results. They keep switching from one goal to another without staying committed long enough to see progress. Successful people, on the other hand, understand the power of focus. They identify the key habits that will lead them to success and stick to them. Imagine a drop of water falling on a rock. One drop does nothing, but if water continues to fall in the same spot every day, over time it will carve a hole into the rock. That is the power of consistency and focus. Small actions, when repeated over and over in the same direction, create massive results. Building success through habits also requires discipline. There will always be distractions and excuses. Some days you will not feel like putting in the effort. You may feel tired, discouraged, or tempted to procrastinate. But the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is the ability to push through these moments. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. People often ask, how do I stay motivated? But motivation is not reliable. It comes and goes. One day you feel excited about your goals and the next day you feel like giving up. That is why discipline is far more important than motivation. If you rely on motivation alone, you will only work when you feel inspired. But if you develop discipline, you will continue working even when motivation is low. Another key element of building success through habits is patience. Many people fail because they want fast results. But success is a long game. It requires patience and trust in the process. If you plant a seed today, you cannot expect a tree tomorrow. You have to water it, nurture it, and give it time to grow. The same applies to habits. The results may not be visible immediately, but if you stay consistent, you will eventually see the rewards. Think about some of the most successful people in the world. They did not achieve their success overnight. They spent years building habits, learning, growing, and improving. They faced failures, setbacks, and challenges, but they kept going. They understood that success is a process, not an event. They embraced the power of daily habits and stayed committed to their goals, no matter how long it took. One of the best ways to build powerful habits is to start small. Many people make the mistake of trying to change everything at once. They set big goals, but fail to break them down into small, manageable steps. Instead of trying to change everything overnight, focus on one small habit at a time. If you want to become healthier, start with just 10 minutes of exercise a day. If you want to build a business, start by working on it for 1 hour every day. If you want to develop a new skill, practice for 20 minutes daily. Small habits are easier to maintain, and once they become part of your routine, you can gradually increase them. Another important strategy is to create a system. Successful people do not rely on willpower alone. They create an environment that makes it easier to stick to their habits. If you want to read more, keep books in places where you can easily see them. If you want to eat healthier, remove junk food from your home. If you want to be more productive, eliminate distractions from your workspace. Your environment plays a big role in shaping your habits, so design it in a way that supports your goals. Accountability is another powerful tool for building successful habits. When you hold yourself accountable, you are more likely to stay consistent. Find a mentor, a friend, or a coach who can check on your progress. Join a community of like-minded people who share similar goals. When you surround yourself with people who are also working towards success, it becomes easier to stay committed. Finally, celebrate small wins. Many people focus only on big achievements, but success is built on small victories. When you see progress, no matter how small, acknowledge it. If you completed a week of consistent effort, recognize that as a step forward. If you learned something new, appreciate your growth. Small wins keep you motivated and reinforce the habit of consistency. Success is not a mystery. It is not reserved for a special few. It is the result of small, consistent habits repeated over time. Those who understand this principle and apply it in their daily lives will find themselves achieving more than they ever imagined. Opportunities do not come by chance. They come to those who are prepared. Many people spend their lives waiting for the perfect moment, the right circumstances, or a lucky break. But success does not happen that way. It is not about luck. It is about preparation. The people who seize opportunities are the ones who have developed the skills, habits, and mindset needed to take advantage of them when they appear. The world is full of opportunities, but not everyone is ready for them. Two people can be given the same chance, yet one will succeed while the other fails. Why? Because success is not about the opportunity itself. It is about what you do with it. Those who are prepared can recognize an opportunity and act on it, while those who are unprepared hesitate, doubt themselves, or miss the chance altogether. Consider an athlete who dreams of competing at the highest level. If they wait until the big competition is announced to start training, they will never be ready. The athlete who succeeds is the one who trains every single day, even when there is no competition in sight. They prepare their body, sharpen their skills, and discipline their mind so that when the opportunity comes, they are ready to step up. This principle applies to every area of life: business, career, relationships, and personal growth. The people who prepare consistently are the ones who rise when the opportunity presents itself. Many people admire successful individuals and think they were in the right place at the right time. But what they fail to see is the years of preparation behind that moment. The person who starts a successful business has likely spent years learning, making mistakes, and improving their knowledge. The musician who suddenly gains recognition has probably practiced for thousands of hours. The entrepreneur who seizes a business opportunity has likely spent years developing skills, networking, and understanding the industry. The opportunity may have come unexpectedly, but they were prepared to take it. Opportunities are everywhere, but they are often disguised as hard work, challenges, or even failures. Many people fail to recognize opportunities because they expect them to come in a perfect, easy-to-spot form. They believe an opportunity will come with a clear sign, a guarantee of success, and no risks. But that is not how it works. Most opportunities come in the form of problems that need solving, new ideas that seem risky, or situations that require stepping out of comfort zones. Those who are prepared do not wait for the perfect conditions. They develop the habit of constantly improving themselves, learning new skills, and staying open to possibilities. They understand that success is not about waiting, it is about taking action. They train themselves to see opportunities where others see obstacles. Instead of complaining about problems, they ask, how can I turn this into an opportunity? Instead of waiting for someone to give them a chance, they create their own. Preparation starts with a mindset. People who seize opportunities are those who believe in continuous growth. They are always learning, improving, and adapting. They do not settle for what they already know. They seek new knowledge, stay curious, and push themselves beyond their comfort zones. They read books, take courses, seek mentors, and develop skills that will be valuable in the future. They understand that the more prepared they are, the more opportunities will come their way. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking that preparation is only necessary when they already see an opportunity. But by the time the opportunity appears, it is often too late to start preparing. The time to prepare is before the opportunity comes, not after. Imagine someone who wants to be a public speaker, but never practices speaking. One day, they get invited to give a speech. But because they never prepared, they fail to deliver a powerful message. On the other hand, a person who has been practicing speaking even when no opportunity was in sight will be ready when the moment arrives. In the business world, the most successful entrepreneurs are those who prepare for the future before others see it. They study trends, build skills, and make strategic moves before an opportunity is obvious to everyone else. That is why they seem to be in the right place at the right time. They were preparing long before anyone else realized what was coming. They did not wait for the perfect opportunity. They built themselves up so that when the opportunity appeared, they were ready to act. Preparation also requires discipline. Many people say they want success, but their daily actions do not match their words. They talk about their dreams, but they do not put in the work. They wait for opportunities, but they do not prepare for them. Success is not about what you say you want. It is about what you do every day to get closer to it. It is about the small habits, the continuous effort, and the daily commitment to growth. Opportunities also favor those who take initiative. Many people sit back and wait for someone to offer them a chance, but successful individuals do not wait. They actively seek out opportunities, build relationships, and put themselves in situations where opportunities are more likely to appear. They understand that sitting in the same place, doing the same things, and staying in their comfort zones will not bring new opportunities. Instead, they take risks, try new things, and put themselves out there. The world is constantly changing and opportunities arise in unexpected ways. Those who are prepared are adaptable. They do not resist change, they embrace it. They see shifts in the economy, advancements in technology, and changes in industries as chances to grow and innovate. Instead of fearing the unknown, they prepare themselves by staying informed, learning new skills, and keeping an open mind. Many people look at obstacles and think this is too hard, but those who are prepared see obstacles as stepping stones. They understand that every challenge is an opportunity to learn, grow, and prove themselves. They do not run from difficulties, they face them head on, knowing that overcoming obstacles is what prepares them for bigger opportunities. Surrounding yourself with the right people is another key to preparation. Those who succeed build strong networks, learn from mentors, and connect with like-minded individuals. They understand that opportunities often come through relationships, and being around the right people increases their chances of success. They do not waste time with negativity or distractions. They focus on surrounding themselves with those who inspire and challenge them to grow. Opportunities do not wait for anyone. They come and go, and if you are not ready, someone else will take them. Many people look back on their lives with regret, realizing they missed chances because they were not prepared. But those who make preparation a daily habit live with confidence, knowing they are ready whenever an opportunity arises. Success is not about luck. It is about preparation, discipline, and taking action. Those who consistently prepare, improve themselves, and stay ready will always be in the best position to seize opportunities when they come. Many people believe that success is a matter of luck, that some are simply born into the right circumstances, while others struggle without a chance. But the truth is, success is not determined by luck, background, or talent. It is determined by the choices you make every single day. The habits you build, the way you think, and the effort you put in all play a much bigger role in shaping your future than any external factor. People often look at successful individuals and assume they were lucky. They think they were in the right place at the right time, or they had the right connections. What they fail to see is the years of effort, discipline, and commitment that went into creating that success. The reality is that opportunities do come, but they only benefit those who are ready. Someone who has built strong habits, trained themselves to think long-term, and developed the discipline to work hard will always be in a better position to take advantage of opportunities than someone who waits for luck to change their life. Every person has the same 24 hours in a day, but how those hours are used makes all the difference. Some spend them learning, growing, and improving, while others waste them on distractions, excuses, and short-term pleasure. The difference between someone who achieves great things and someone who remains stuck is the ability to make better choices every day. A person who wakes up early, exercises, learns something new, and works toward their goals will, over time, create a life of success. A person who wakes up late, wastes time, and avoids challenges will find themselves stuck in the same place year after year. The habits you build shape your future, and they are entirely within your control. There are countless stories of people who started with nothing and achieved incredible success, not because they were lucky, but because they made the right choices. They developed the habit of persistence, refusing to give up even when things were difficult. They chose to keep learning even when others stopped. They chose to work hard even when they had no immediate reward. These small choices, repeated over years, led to life-changing success. On the other hand, there are also many examples of people who had all the advantages, money, connections, intelligence, but failed to achieve success because they made the wrong choices. They became lazy, careless, or complacent. They relied too much on what they were given and failed to build the habits necessary for long-term success. This proves that it is not luck or circumstances that determine success. It is the choices a person makes consistently. One of the most important choices you can make is to take responsibility for your own life. Many people blame their situation on external factors, their upbringing, the economy, their lack of resources. But blaming external circumstances only keeps you stuck. The moment you decide to take full responsibility for your future, everything changes. You stop waiting for things to improve on their own and start making things happen. You begin to focus on what you can control: your effort, your mindset, your habits. Some people wait for the perfect time to start working toward their goals. They say, "I'll start when I have more money," or "I'll start when I have more time." But there is never a perfect time. Waiting only delays success. The people who achieve great things are those who start where they are, with what they have, and build from there. They do not wait for better circumstances. They create better circumstances through their daily actions. One of the key differences between successful and unsuccessful people is how they respond to failure. Many people see failure as a reason to quit, as proof that they are not capable. But successful individuals understand that failure is not the end. It is part of the process. Every failure teaches a lesson, builds resilience, and brings them one step closer to success. The habit of learning from mistakes and continuing forward is what separates those who achieve great things from those who give up too soon. Patience is another crucial factor. In a world that values instant gratification, many people struggle to stay committed to long-term goals. They want success now, and when they do not see immediate results, they quit. But true success takes time. It is built through consistent effort over months and years. Those who understand this develop the habit of persistence. They keep going even when progress is slow, knowing that every small effort adds up over time. Another important choice is the company you keep. The people you surround yourself with have a powerful influence on your success. If you spend time with those who complain, make excuses, and have no ambition, their mindset will affect you. But if you surround yourself with those who are hardworking, positive, and focused on growth, you will naturally adopt the same mindset. Choosing the right environment and the right people is one of the most powerful decisions you can make. Developing a strong mindset is also essential. Many people doubt themselves, believing they are not good enough, smart enough, or talented enough to achieve success. But the truth is, the mind can be trained just like a muscle. If you constantly tell yourself that you are capable, strong, and determined, your actions will reflect that belief. On the other hand, if you focus on self-doubt and negativity, you will hold yourself back. Discipline is another key factor. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. But discipline is what keeps you moving forward, even when motivation fades. Successful people do not rely on motivation alone. They develop the habit of discipline. They do what needs to be done even when they do not feel like it. This consistency is what leads to long-term success. The ability to adapt is also critical. The world is constantly changing, and those who are flexible and willing to learn will always have an advantage. Some people resist change, clinging to old ways even when they no longer work. But those who are open to new ideas, willing to learn new skills, and quick to adapt will always find new opportunities. Many people overestimate what they can achieve in a short time, but underestimate what they can achieve in the long run. They set big goals and expect quick results. And when they do not see immediate success, they get discouraged. But success is not about making one big move. It is about small, consistent efforts over time. If you improve just 1% every day, the results over a year will be extraordinary. Those who succeed understand the power of taking action. Many people spend too much time planning, thinking, and analyzing, but never take the first step. They wait until they feel ready, but the truth is you will never feel completely ready. The only way to build confidence and skill is by taking action. Every step forward brings more clarity, experience, and momentum. Success is also about adding value. The most successful people do not focus only on what they can get. They focus on what they can give. They solve problems, help others, and create something valuable. When you focus on adding value, success naturally follows. Ultimately, success is a reflection of your habits, mindset, and daily choices. It is not something that happens overnight, and it is not something that is handed to you. It is built through persistence, discipline, adaptability, and action. Every decision you make today shapes the future you will experience. Those who understand this take full control of their actions, commit to continuous growth, and build the habits that lead to long-term success. Success is not something that happens by accident, nor is it reserved for a lucky few. It is the result of consistent effort, disciplined habits, and a mindset that refuses to settle for less than what is possible. The journey to success is not about waiting for the right moment, the right opportunity, or the perfect conditions. It is about preparing yourself every single day so that when the moment comes, you are ready to seize it. Good habits are the foundation upon which all success is built. They determine how you spend your time, how you handle challenges, and how you respond to opportunities. The small, seemingly insignificant choices you make each day add up over time, shaping your future in ways you may not even realize. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is not intelligence, talent, or luck. It is discipline, perseverance, and the ability to stay consistent even when progress feels slow. Opportunities do not come to those who wait. They come to those who are prepared. The world is full of chances to grow, learn, and succeed, but only those who have put in the effort to develop the right skills, knowledge, and mindset will be able to recognize and take advantage of them. Too often, people miss opportunities not because they do not exist, but because they were not ready when they appeared. Those who succeed understand that preparation is not something you do after an opportunity arrives. It is something you do long before. Success is not about external circumstances. It is about internal choices. The most successful people in the world come from all kinds of backgrounds, yet they share common traits. They take responsibility for their future, they commit to lifelong learning, and they refuse to let setbacks define them. They understand that failure is not a sign to quit, but a lesson that brings them one step closer to their goals. They know that every great achievement is the result of persistence, patience, and the courage to keep moving forward, even when the road is uncertain. Discipline is more powerful than motivation. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline is what keeps you going, even on the days when you do not feel like putting in the effort. The ability to do what needs to be done, even when it is difficult, is what separates those who achieve success from those who remain stuck. Those who develop the habit of discipline understand that true growth comes from consistency, not from occasional bursts of effort. Success is a journey, not a destination. It is not about reaching one big goal and stopping. It is about continuous improvement, constant learning, and always striving to become better. Those who achieve great things are never satisfied with staying the same. They embrace change, adapt to new challenges, and continue pushing themselves to reach higher levels. The choices you make today will determine the opportunities you have tomorrow. The habits you build now will shape the future you create. Every action, no matter how small, is a step towards success or a step away from it. The power to succeed is in your hands.